What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. As you can see in the title, this video I'll basically be giving a quick rundown of basically my story, how it feels like to scale at such a young age. Alright, so here's the recap. I started when I was 15 years old. I never actually ever planned to become a barber, but my cousin and brother were already in the barber game at this local barbershop that everyone has been going to for so long. It's still crazy. It's still a good shop. It's a crazy shop. I mean, I ended up going to barber school there, but we'll get to that later on in the video. But I pretty much started when I was 15. I was gonna cut by my cousin, and I was 15 at the time, and I live in the state of Virginia. And in the state of Virginia, you can't get a job unless you're 16 years old. And at that time, when I was 15, I just turned 15, and I couldn't apply for any jobs. And I wanted money because since birth, I grew up with a single mother. I didn't really have a lot growing up, but my mom made those sacrifices and still gave me the best childhood that I could have gotten. But there was still kids, always getting the new Jordans, always getting the nice shoes, always getting the nice clothes. And I was just kind of I had some nice stuff too. My mom was obviously getting me right, you know what I'm saying? But, the shop owner was there, and I decided, to take the opportunity and see, what if I just sweep up hair for this barbershop, become a janitor, and, get tips from the barbers or something. And I was like, yo, you know what? Hey, you think if I can, sweep up here for the barbershop, make some money after school? He's like, yeah, why not? Come through next week. And he just gave me a $20 bill. And I respect this guy. He actually helped me out a lot. I started the week after, started sweeping up the hair. I was getting to know all the barbers, and that's when I started to see these barbers were making a lot of money. I saw they were charging $40, $50, and I was like, damn, bro, they're getting a lot of money. I want to become a barber. I kind of compared that to getting $16 an hour at a fast food spot to getting $40 an hour to just cutting people up. And at this time, by the way, right now I'm charging $100, but at that time I was $40 a cut. That's a lot of money. So I started watching all these barbers cutting hair, started watching them, started shadowing all the barbers. And I'm not gonna lie, I met some pretty petty barbers. I met some barbers who were pretty mean, kind of took advantage over me. But at the end of the day, I was still a youngin'. I was still young. I didn't realize it until later on. But I was sweeping up hair for a while. Then I saved up all this money that I was making. I was making around $30 to $40 a day. I saved up all in a pool of money. And because this shop owner has 3 different shops, and he had a barber school. I was like, hey man, I'm trying to go to barber school. He's like, yeah, for sure, bro. Do you have any experience? I was like, obviously not. And he's like, that's fine. We can start you up next month. And for me, bro, I really whenever I say I want something, I'm gonna get it. First thing I did, I bought my brother's old clippers. My cousin gave me some clippers, and I literally started cutting in my bedroom, literally right next to my bed over there. And I was cutting for about a couple weeks in my room. I was doing some shear cuts. I was watching videos. I was literally watching videos on my TV while I was literally cutting. The client bought a JBL speaker from Amazon in my apartment bedroom, in this small ass apartment. The music would kind of be loud, and my mom would kind of tweak out a little bit, but at the end of the day, she let me do it. And it got to a point where I was charging $15, and I was kind of getting booked out in my bedroom, and it's a small ass room, and I literally had a whole air compressor in my room, and that shit would go off in the middle of the night and it just wake me up. And I was like, yeah, bro, it's time to go to a barber shop. And I had hair particles going around my room and everything. It was so cooked. Then I started the barber school. Went to barber school for about a year, and this barbershop this barbershop had 2 floors. The bottom floor was for the students, and the top floor was for basically the big dogs, the people were charging $40 to $50. And when I finished barber school, they moved me up there. I actually know they didn't move me up there really. There was a spot available, and to be honest, I didn't really ask. I was like, bro, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna watch as much as I can. I'm gonna watch barbers as much as I can. I took the opportunity. I went up there. I'm pretty sure I got moved back down for a week after, and I was like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna let that happen. To be honest, I went back up there. Nothing else happened after that. Then I was cutting there for a really long time, and I was cutting next to my boy. I was cutting next to my boy that I met while I was sweeping hair. Actually, this guy I saw he's my closest friend. He's one of my closest friends today. I was watching him. He was making content. He's the one that kind of got me into recording content. I saw him recording content. He invested into a program. I was sweeping up hair for him. I was just watching his growth. I literally saw this guy charging $25 to, you know, scaling his business to $80 while I was, and we're in the same shop, and I was like, yeah, bro, like, I took the opportunity. I started cutting next to him, started getting all the value, started getting all that. Like, I got a lot of help thanks to him a lot. Honestly, he's one of my closest friends today now. And it's when I started marketing myself and everything. So before, like, I was marketing myself, I was trying to post, like, you know, like random videos, maybe like videos I would see, maybe get some new clients, but I didn't actually have the right systems to know what to post. So that's when I invested into a mentor, and this mentor was actually my friend. I invested into this guy. You know, I actually had no money to my name. I had like $100 or $200 in my checkings account, maybe like a couple. I don't know. I actually don't even remember how much I had. I think, but like I was so desperate, bro. I was in a group chat with one of my like, you know, friends and stuff. I was telling them about this like crazy like course I was about to buy and how I want to scale barbering, and they're like, oh, bro, that's stupid, bro wants to become a barber, blah 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 blah. I figure that's like a canon event for everybody, to be honest, but you know, they're all like kind of clowning me. And then there's one friend that I'm really thankful to this day as well. Like, he loaned me some money for this program, and I promised him I was gonna, you know, pay him back immediately as like much as I can, and he really helped me out. To be honest, without him I wouldn't be in this position today. And it's all about like networking and connecting with the right people. Started seeing some progress. You know, like, you know, investing into a program isn't just gonna get you rich, right? It took so long, and there's gonna be those times where you're gonna have those highs, those lows. But yeah, I had those highs, lows, and you know, I eventually, you know, scaled from $15 to $25 to $40 to $60 to $80 to now $100. It's crazy because it basically took me like a year and a half to scale to $100 a cut. Decided to make a change and move out of the barbershop we're in. Moved to the shop, started making more content, started doubling down, started tracking my data, started tracking what videos are working, what's my ICP, what's my targeted audience, what haircuts are gonna bring new clients into my chair. After a whole year, I, you know, scaled from 40, 60 to 100. It was crazy. Like, it was crazy. It was fast. Like, it wasn't fast. Like, it all depended on my inputs, you know. There's inputs, there's outputs. The outputs are, you know, the after, and the inputs are the present, and what you're doing to get to that output. Those inputs, you know, paid off, and to this day, there's still a lot of inputs that I'm hitting. And this shop, it was crazy. Like, you know, we were printing, like, all the barbers in that shop were all making content. We were all making content in that shop. It was like literally like known as like the DMV like brain rot shop. And then that's when, you know, most of the barbers were starting to leave, start doing their own thing. Me and my boy, we were like, yo, bro, let's open up a shop, bro. Like, literally open up a shop. I was like, what the heck? I was like, low key, like, let's do it. Because we both like were so against opening up a barbershop. And then we decided to open up this barbershop, and this is actually recent right now. So we opened up this barbershop. Now the whole goal of this barbershop is to actually like scale these barbers. And there's some barbers in there who are around my age, and I really see, you know, I really see me in these barbers a lot. Like, it feels nice, kind of be like an inspiration. I want to be like a nice role model, because I know how it feels to, you know, get like looked down on, to have people, you know, be condescending towards you. And I was like, you know, I want to help these barbers out, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's like a passion I have now. It's like I went through like most of the trials and errors. I went through so much. I went through so much disrespect, like in the barbershops when I was sweeping up, bro. Like, I'd have sometimes like people would like throw hair on the floor, like throw their trash on the floor, and I would just sweep up after that. It was crazy to me. Like, at first I didn't really take it away, but now I'm like realizing like how like fucked up that was, to be honest. And now today, alhamdulillah, like, you know, we have the barbershop. I bought my dream car like I said I would. And like literally, like, my brother gave me like a base BMW model. It was like a convertible 228, and I was so happy I got this car, because before I was driving like a Toyota. I had this car, the BMW, for like 5 months, and I was like, bro, like, I'm making like consistent like 10 to 15k months. Like, what's stopping me from getting my dream car? Like, I need to drop my nuts, you know what I mean? Now I'm paying like around like 800 a month, 800 a month for my car, with insurance like around $700 a month. A lot of people can look at that as a lot of money, but at the end of the day, it's like, it keeps me pushing to do harder, to do more. Also, from scaling from so young, I had like a reward system for myself that actually like really helped me out a lot. And with a lot of other barbers I know too, they use this reward system. Like, you have this reward system. If you hit a crazy month, or you're hitting new months, or like getting a lot of new clients, a lot more cash flow, it's nice to reward yourself and kind of like delay the gratification. So like, I'm not gonna buy something nice for myself just to buy because I have the money. I'm gonna buy myself something nice if I actually deserve it and I've actually was doing the right inputs. That's something that actually really helped me move forward. And having a goal and having a why. My goal was to charge $100 a cut by my junior year. Now I'm in my junior year, about to finish school right now, and I actually hit that goal, that 15K month goal. Now it comes to my why. It's like to my mom, to my single mom who raised 3 kids all on her own with me, my brother, and my sister. She's honestly helped me so much throughout the way. Of course, at the beginning, like, you know, she was supporting my barbering career, but investing my money, she was kind of against that. And now, like, she kind of like sees why, like, I did that. And there's still gonna be moments where, you know, our parents are gonna like look at stuff as like crazy or what the heck are you doing? But, you know, our parents actually had this like old way of thinking where it's kind of like old fashioned, and they have this mindset of like going to college, going to school, and all of that. At the end of the day, like for me and other entrepreneurs, I know y'all can agree to this as well. It's like you kind of got to prove it and just drop your nuts. And people always ask me, I'm like, when I meet up with random people, and I remember meet up with like some friends, like, bro, like, you're so young, like, how'd you do it? I had to sacrifice so much. I sacrificed the high school life technically. Like, I never went to parties. I was never that type of person. Like, I never drank. When I was younger, I actually used to smoke a little bit, but, you know, I quit. I took off all those bad habits from like smoking, you know, going out and all that. And I went all in. I was going to school, barber school right after, cutting hair, barbershop right after, recording every single client. And now it's like I did all those. I learned all the systems, and now I have a brand deal with Base Body Works, one of the most poppin' hair product brands out there right now, getting payouts from TikTok. You know, it's crazy, like getting monetized, getting retainers. It's all insane, to be honest. And now we have a barbershop, you know, with, you know, including me, with like 9 barbers in there. And when we opened up the shop, we had 10 chairs, and we did not know who we were gonna bring to the shop. But, you know, we trusted the process. And, you know, of course, in our area, all these barbers know like our system works. They've seen us grow as well. And these barbers, I respect all these barbers that came because, you know, they're trusting us to actually scale them and help them out. We started up the shop taking a big risk. Like, we didn't know barbers were gonna come. And, you know, these barbers came because they see that this system works. And now our goal is to help these barbers scale to like $100 a cut. But most barbers I was around when I was growing up, you know, they never really like believe you can really, you know, scale to that level. And it's like the old school way of barbering is like, you know, charge maybe like at most $50 a cut, doing like 30-minute cuts, when you could just do 30-minute cuts or an hour cuts at $100, 2xing your income. And barbers don't, you know, really believe social media works, when social media literally changed my life and other barbers' lives as well. Just quick summary, like, I went from the barbershop sweeper to now owning my own barbershop, you know, from driving the Toyota to the base model BMW to my dream J87 M2. You know, so much more to come. Like, you know, I really want to inspire other barbers, inspire the youth as well. It's like, it takes a lot of guts to actually step out of that like comfort zone. Like, you got to get uncomfortable. You got to, like, you know, just work hard, sacrifice a lot. I had to sacrifice so much. Like, dude, it was crazy. I sacrificed a lot, but alhamdulillah, it was all worth it. And to be honest, I don't regret anything that I sacrificed. Everything I sacrificed is the reason why I'm here today. Alright, and that pretty much wraps up our video today. If you guys want more videos like this, just subscribe and like the video. Comment down below what you guys think. If you guys have any feedback or you guys have any questions, please comment down below. DM me on Instagram. DM me anywhere. Like, I'm literally like free to help barbers out. Like, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not here to sell a course or anything. I literally just want to help barbers out for free. Like, I don't mind. Like, I want to help people out. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Don't forget, again, drop that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.